Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is the Get Ready With Me episode for Miss Universe 2020. If you're new, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notifications bell. And also follow me on social media at Dani Walker. Yay. I already tanned myself. Hopefully it will develop more and I will get darker. That's my hope. Today we're gonna start with some e.l.f. This is their BB cream with SPF. Normally you shouldn't use SPF if you're gonna be taking photos. But I'm not competing, so I'm not really worried about it, honestly. Oh shoot, I did the wrong step. Okay. That'll be fine. Okay, what I wanted to do was get some of the e.l.f. antioxidant booster drops first. I'm gonna put those under my eyes. It's okay, this step is gonna be fine. I just like a little bit of extra moisture here, because this under eye area can get pretty dry. I was supposed to put the BB cream on. Wow, that's normally the step that I use. I'm just gonna put a little on my forehead here. Rub this in everywhere. Now I have a beauty blender. I'm gonna grab a little bit of foundation. Always shake your foundation, friends. I found out that they separate, kind of like oil and water sometimes. So I'm just gonna mix up the foundations today and kind of place it wherever my face has a little unevenness or I broke out. I'm actually gonna put it under my eye area too. We're just gonna go real heavy on this foundation because it needs to last all night long. Get a little bit of concealer and we're just gonna basically contour my nose a little bit. Highlight this area right here, a little on the edge. Use what's left. Okay, this is the Maybelline Age Rewind, but I use a bunch of different ones. I'm going the eyelid a little bit. I cannot wait for Miss Universe. Cannot wait, but really there were too many good girls this year. Like there were too many and now I feel completely confused about the whole thing. I don't know. It's just gotta be somebody's night. Okay, so I'll put this right here. What is this? This is the NYX Studio HD. Wow. It's really gonna start to rain today. Now, I like to use my finger just right here so that I don't absorb any of this product. I'm gonna grab some of the Laura Mercier Under Eye Brightening Powder, that translucent one. Get a little bit on this little powder puff right here. I'm just gonna go in and powder under the eye, over the eye, just set that. Then I'm gonna go in with a mixture of translucent powder. There's some banana powder in here, there's some e.l.f. powder in there, it's just all over the place. It's basically my extras. I'm gonna reset this under eye. I'm just gonna put that under there, just really for any fall away, like anything that falls when I do my shadow. Then I'm gonna go and take some more, and we're gonna just press and set the rest of the face. Simple. Get the eyebrows where it gets oily. Done. And we're just gonna let it sit. I'm getting a headache. I don't know why. I'll take something. Now let's do some eyeshadow. We're using the Nanomax Jaclyn Taylor palette, the one I use way too much. All right, we're gonna grab this color, this one, there in the corner. And I'm using just a fluffy brush. Honestly, this is one of my favorite fluffy brushes. You can get it at Target or Walgreens or CVS or anywhere that sells Wet n Wild makeup, and I just love it. It's fluffy and it's $2. I'm just going on my crease basically right here, and I'm using this as my transition color, so you don't have to overblend this. You're using such a light color when you do a step like this. Just swirl it around. I'm gonna grab a flat brush. There we go. Flat brush like this. This is a Morphe brush. And I'm gonna go in with this medium color right here, right in the center. Tuck it over the top of the lid. Right over the center, in the middle. We're basically blending a little bit into our transition color. I mean, well, not really blending, don't don't listen to that. We are packing it on the lid. So we really want to just build up the product. I'm going to use this little pointed shading brush. It's a random brand. I don't know what it is. We're going to go in with a deeper brown right there, right on the edge. So we're going to grab this, tap. We're going to start on the outside corner right here, okay? Kind of like a circle motion, just on the outer corner. Now I'm going in a diagonal, circling again. We're building that color, building it up. Kind of stay in the same spot. You don't want to go too far with this one. Build, and so far I'm using all matte colors. So we're kind of pulling up a little bit into the crease. I'm gonna grab a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury's palette. This is the Luxe palette, the Bella Sofia luxury palette. And I'm going to use the color Enhance. I don't think it's really a color. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit of this shading brush. This is the Morphe M433. Grab a little bit of this. I'm gonna start on that outside corner of where I added all that color, and I'm gonna push up a little bit in a circular motion. We're blending a little bit, pushing the color up. This is sort of like a coppery, not that much. I'll show you up close. So I'm using this color right here. It's kind of like a shiny reddish brown tone. Blending just a little bit on the outer edge. Really make the eyes bigger. Since we're really going for it today, I'm gonna go back to my Jacqueline Taylor palette, and I'm gonna use the color Chocolate, and it's this one right there. I'm gonna grab just a little bit on my finger, and then I'm gonna go over the top of the lid just because I love this color so much. So I'm going over the center of the lid. Oh, I love this. Oh, I need to buy a single one of this color because it's my favorite. I'm gonna use my finger again, and we're gonna use the Prime colors, this really nice little light one right here, kind of shimmery nude. And I'm just gonna push it up just a little bit, highest part of the arch, right there. Yes, make it pop. Brown eyeliner pencil, and we're gonna line the upper lid right on that edge, really as close as you can get it to the lash line. I'm gonna drag it out just a little bit. Now I'm gonna grab the matte brown in Extra. Get a smudge brush. We're going to set that brown pencil liner. We're just gonna blend that in. Now if you lose any of your other eyeshadow on this step, you can go ahead and add that back in later. You'll see we're defining the eye a little bit more. Because I said it earlier, I want this to be a little more dramatic. I'm grabbing this mini little shading brush. It doesn't have a brand, I've had it forever. And I'm gonna grab a little bit of that Charlotte Tilbury palette, this kind of reddish brown one. Just smudge the bottom corner of my lash line all the way towards the center. And basically what I'm doing is connecting the bottom with the top. That's the goal. Now I'm gonna grab a little bit more of my brown pencil, and I'm gonna take this pencil and I'm gonna push it flat against the bottom water lash line. So I'm not really trying to draw on the lash or on my waterline. I'm actually focusing on just getting a little bit of color in between my eyelashes. Then I'm gonna actually take this and use it on the waterline of my upper lashes. Not enjoyable, but effective. Oh, it's there. It's in there. I'm gonna brush them up. I could really rock a no eyebrow look. Whoa. I'm gonna start at the very, very bottom with this e.l.f. brow pencil. Very, very bottom. Really lightly brush up. You're gonna use really small brush strokes. I like to use this to go to the highest kind of point of my brow that I can, then drag down towards the edge to give it more of an arch. Blend it all by just brushing them through. Yes, I love a good soft brow. I'm gonna take off the excess powder. Just gonna brush this so it doesn't create any flashback. We're gonna grab this fluffy brush, big fluffy brush. I'm gonna get the Bare Minerals Well Rested, which I am not, concealer, powder concealer. Take a little bit of this, tap it. We're gonna brighten this area. It's gonna help get rid of any of the remaining darkness. shines almost, like a little bit, to make me look more well rested. There we go. We're gonna grab the Hoola bronzer. I'm just gonna use their brush. I'm gonna brush right on the top of my cheekbone. If you go underneath, it can start to drag down your features and make your face just a lot older. But we wanna pull up. So I just apply it right on the top, not at the bottom. So up here, not down here. If you want, you can also define your jawline like this to soften and blend so we don't have a really harsh contour, like really hard contour and bright highlight, which looks crazy. We grab our butter bronzer, which smells so good. And I just grab a blush brush for this and I'm blending it all together. Blend into the neck as well. And I'm even going underneath the eye to bring down some of that brightness. And sometimes I'll even take my fluffy brush. I like to contour a little bit around my nose. Then if it's still too bright, because sometimes it is on the inside, I grab a little bit and I deepen this again, very, very subtly. If you feel like you lost any of your shadow or product, I talked about this earlier, you can go back, grab one of your shadow brushes, and I'm gonna grab a little bit more of my Charlotte Tilbury. I'm gonna use that kind of bronzy brown. I'm just gonna dab it right on the edge. I'm just kind of blending a little farther out, just like that. Now I'm going to apply some eyelashes. I don't know which ones they are. I always get my eyelashes at the swap meet. I stock up and then I store them in this and then I just reuse them until I can reuse them no more. Get a little of my lash glue, make the lashes tacky, place them where you want them. Because these ones aren't really curved right now, what I do is I just like to start at the end and then I let it dry and then I push it down as it starts to dry more. And then what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna use a little bit of this Charlotte Tilbury V-Line Flick eyeliner. Just gonna go to the edge of the eye and flick it. Flick it, just deepen that a little bit. I'm gonna get a little bit of this NYX Brow Mascara. I'm gonna use this right where my brows are the most sparse. And then I'm going to use it to set my brow. So to brush it up, it builds fibers onto the brow itself. So it makes them look naturally fluffier and naturally thicker. And it can help to darken anything you'd like. Sometimes if I'm in a rush, I just put this on. One of the last things that I do before I leave the door is lips. So I'm actually gonna leave them and do my hair, and then, you know what, I can put mascara. I'll throw a little mascara on right now. Put this on underneath, and I really emphasize the inner corners. I like to use the end of the wand to just brush up the inner corners. Right, and what we're doing is we're blending our natural lash into the false lash. So you don't need a ton of mascara. I've been liking this mascara lately. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Luscious. And it does a good job of separating and lifting, so I really like this. So now I'm gonna go work on my hair. Now I'm going to use some beautiful hair extensions. These are the 26-inch ponytail extensions from Pretty Party. This is in the dark blonde color in the style Shayna. I love it. It's cruelty free. I'm so thankful that I have this. I'm so excited. All you have to do is you just take this little clip right here. Okay, here's this little clip, all right? And also they give you this really pretty little bag to store it in. I'm gonna find the top of my ponytail and then I'm just gonna secure the clip right in there. Now I'm gonna wrap the base, and okay, so you see this white part, right? That's okay, don't worry about it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this other piece and we're gonna wrap that ponytail so you can't even see that on the top. So I'm gonna take this part, just like that. Okay, this is actually the first time I've done this. We're gonna keep on wrapping it like that. They even give you some really heavy duty bobby pins. So I'm gonna grab some of these bobby pins and I'm gonna pin them around. So I'm just gonna secure this as I go. Oh. I feel like I probably should have practiced this. That'll be fun. Oh. And it underneath. Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm like a new person. Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, so I love this. Oh my gosh. This is so fabulous. This is how it feels to have hair. Wow. And I love how thick it is. Like I've never used a faux pony and this is so thick. I'm super impressed by this quality. Wow. Thank you, Pretty Party Extensions. Thank you, Pretty Party. Wow. I love this. Okay, I'm gonna go get dressed. This is my outfit and the hair that I'm obsessed with. This dress is something that I found thrifting and I upcycled it. It used to be a gown. I love the back and the neck. That's why I think this hair was perfect for it. On to the show. Now we are finally on the way to Miss Universe. Hey Brayden. There you go. Pay attention to the road, don't look. Safety first. All right, so we're going out to dinner with one of my clients actually and friend, Madison. She competed at Miss Washington USA. A lot of you actually messaged me about her. Hopefully she's gonna be doing another pageant very soon, but we're going out to dinner with her and her boyfriend. This is actually the first time we're meeting in person, so I'm really excited about that. And always food, you know, always food is great. And then we're going into the show.